All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Missouri week. I'm getting this video out early. I'm pumped. This is a huge game. Missouri is an extremely solid football team. They had Georgia reeling even in the second half, had a chance to take the lead. That is the quality of opponent that we are taking on this week, and we have to go to their place. And Missouri has not forgotten the whooping that we have put on them the last 3 or 4 years. So Missouri, they want to beat us badly. Tennessee is playing the best football that we played all year. Really, really solid football. So I'm interested to see how we do going up there to Columbia, and when we play Missouri, 3:30 this Saturday. So anyway, let's kind of look at these teams. So far, Tennessee has played the 14th hardest schedule in the country, and Missouri has played the 15th over hardest schedule in the country. Both teams have played 9 games this year. They're both 7-2. They've both been tested. Both very solid football teams. Now, last week, like I just said before, Georgia beat Missouri 30-21, and Tennessee beat UConn 59-3. Probably the best overall football game Tennessee's played to date. And though UConn's not that great, but you still have to go out and you still have to do the job, and Tennessee did it. Right now in this game, the spread is 1.5. They got Tennessee favored by 1.5 points right now. That could change before game time, but reporting to you Monday night, 5 days before the game, Tennessee is favored by 1.5 points. So anyway, getting that all out of the way, let's look at how these teams match up. Tennessee scoring offense versus Missouri scoring defense. Tennessee has the 22nd overall scoring offense, averaging 34.8 points a game. Missouri, on the other hand, they are 52nd. Their scoring defense is 52nd. They are giving up 24 points a game. It's not bad. And it looks like Tennessee might have the slight edge in that matchup. Tennessee total offense versus Missouri total defense. Tennessee is 13th. They are averaging 466.4 yards a game. Missouri's total defense is 41st. They are giving up 343.4 yards a game. So that's how that matches up. Let's look into the rushing offense versus the rushing defense. So Tennessee's rushing offense versus Missouri's rushing defense. Big matchup here. Tennessee usually gets the better of the other team as far as rushing the football. Tennessee has the 3rd overall rushing offense. Tennessee has just been rock solid running the football. Tennessee is averaging 227.8 yards a game on the ground. Cannot emphasize how good that is. And to do it every week, and to have teams load the box up, dare Tennessee to run it, and Tennessee still is able to get first downs and move the ball consistently. With Tennessee's 3 running backs, Jamari Small, Jalen Wright, and Sampson, probably the best trio of running backs in the country. And they have been just really good. And so is our offensive line. They've been extremely well too. So Missouri's rushing defense, they're really good as well. They are 24th right now. They actually limited, I think they limited Georgia to like 130 yards rushing, which is pretty darn good. Georgia has a really good rushing offense. So that's the kind of defense we're going up against this week, and they are giving up on average 114.3 yards a game on the ground. That's really good. So we got our work cut out for us. We've got to be able to run the football and keep the chains moving this week. Okay, Tennessee passing offense versus Missouri passing defense. Tennessee has the 58th overall passing offense, averaging 238.7 yards a game. Missouri is 64th. They're giving up 229.1 yards a game. Tennessee is passing the ball better. The past 3 games, Tennessee has done better, executed better. And last week, I know it was just against UConn, but passed for almost 400 yards. So Tennessee is moving in the right direction as far as throwing the football. Got to be able to be complementary of our running game and be able to have a balanced attack against Missouri this week. Now let's look at the defensive side here for Tennessee versus Missouri. Tennessee scoring defense versus Missouri scoring offense. Tennessee has the 21st overall 21st overall total defense, or I'm sorry, the 21st overall scoring defense, giving up 18.4 points a game. Extremely good. This defense is light years better than we were last year. We still, in my opinion, are not where we need to be as far as a pass defense, but this rush defense is as good as it gets. They are solid. Rodney Garner has got a deeper unit this year, and it is really hard to run the football on this front seven. And let's look at the Missouri scoring offense. They are 35th. They're averaging 32.4 points a game. Really good Missouri offense. I'm going to get more into some of the guys that make this offense go, like Brady Cook, Luther Burden, just as good as it gets in the country, honestly, especially Luther Burden, who I'll talk about more here in a little bit. So total defense, Tennessee's total defense versus Missouri's total offense. Tennessee's 21st again. They are giving up 319.6 yards a game. Missouri is 36th as overall offense. They are averaging 434.1 yards a game. Pretty equal battle there. It's going to be interesting to see who wins the battle in this game. Missouri really is good at throwing the football, which I'm going to get into more, and Tennessee is really good about shutting the run down. So we're going to just see who wins that. So let's look at Tennessee's rush defense versus Missouri's rush offense. Tennessee definitely has the edge in this regard. Tennessee's 13th overall in the country, limiting teams to 97.3 yards a game. It's amazing. Anything under 100 yards is really, really, really good, especially 9 games into this season, and to have those stats. Last week, limited UConn to like 35 yards rushing. Missouri rushing offense, they're 76th. They are averaging 149.2 yards a game. It's not really great, not really bad. A lot of their running they get out of the running back too, Brady Cook. He's a dual threat quarterback. He is very dangerous. You got to be careful about getting too far upfield. He'll make you pay like he did Georgia last week, especially in the first half. All right. And this is where Tennessee is. If Tennessee loses in this game, it will be right here at what I'm about to go into right now. The Tennessee pass defense versus the Missouri pass offense. And this is where I think Missouri has the clear advantage on this one. Tennessee's pass defense, which is not horrible. They're 53rd, giving up 222.2 yards a game. And Missouri is 23rd. They are averaging 284.9 yards a game. Luther Burden is going to be a problem. And his sidekick is Theo Weiss. Luther Burden is almost got already, with still 3 games left in the year, he almost has 1,000 yards receiving. And Theo Weiss has almost 600 yards receiving. I think both of them have more yards receiving than any receiver we've got on our roster. I think Theo Weiss and Squirrel White have about the same amount of yards, but very dangerous. You can't really load up on one guy. They can still throw it to the other. So it's going to be interesting to see what Tim Banks draws up to limit those guys and make sure they don't beat us. We have to be able to get a pass rush in this game. We have not been able to get to the quarterback the last couple games. Cannot have that happen this week. If Brady Cook has a long time to throw, it's going to be a big, big problem. I've watched Missouri play in several games this year, and they can throw and they can catch the football and they can move the ball up and down the field. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes right there, that matchup. All right. Now, turnovers. And in a game like this, where it's about dead even, they're almost identical, these two teams are. It's going to come down to turnovers and penalties. Turnovers. Tennessee has done a really good job this year. They're 24th in the country. They're +5 this year. Missouri is 55th. They're +1. Tennessee's got the advantage on that one. Definitely need to win the turnover battle. No, do not need any turnovers on the road. Got to take care of the football. Our running backs are extremely good about protecting the football and not having any turnovers. And we'll have to have that again this week. Now, penalties. This is the worst part of the Tennessee football team. Just absolutely atrocious. Penalties. Tennessee is 121st in the country, averaging 70 yards a game in penalties. If we have anything north of that, it's going to be really hard to go to Missouri and win that football game. Got to play a clean football game. Cannot have stupid penalties that back us up and put us in really bad situations. Missouri is not great themselves. They're 80th, and they are averaging 54.9 yards a game in penalties. So anyway, what a really, really great game this is going to be. And I mean, really, if you pick Missouri or you pick Tennessee, I mean, I would not argue with you. I do think Tennessee's a little bit better of a football team. But this is at Missouri, and Tennessee is going to have to go up there. I think it helps Tennessee that Missouri is kind of deflated coming off the Georgia game. They played a Georgia game where they played really, really good. They're deflated. They're probably sore, banged up from playing a physical Georgia team. And it's just going to be a nail biter. So I've looked it over. I've looked at see how this game's going to go. And I think Tennessee is going to win this game 31-30. Probably going to come down to a field goal, TD, whoever has the ball last. But it is going to be an amazing game. Like I said, 3:30 in Columbia, Missouri. And I hope we get out there with a win. If we do win this game, we basically guaranteed ourselves of a 9-win season. And with all the people that we lost coming up from last year, I think that's a really, really good season with still the ability to get 10 wins in the regular season if we can beat Georgia later on or the next week. So anyway, Tennessee, I've got Tennessee beating Missouri 31-30. But, man, it is going to take a really, really good effort from the Vols to win this game. Like I said before, Missouri is a really good, solid program, and it's going to take Tennessee playing a really clean, very well-executed ball game to pull this game out. But anyway, that is my prediction, and hopefully the Vols can pull it out. But I'll talk to y'all later, and go Vols.